Trauma affects everyone in the family, and we recognize that it is particularly painful for caregivers and parents when their children are hurting.
When a child is a victim of sexual abuse, that's something that's with them for their whole life. It never goes away. Additionally, there are such ripple effects of that, and it is not isolated, that impacts not only the child, but the family and close friends, and it's something that's so difficult to talk about.
We know that parents can feel really overwhelmed, confused about why this happened to their child. They can feel super angry about this experience. They can also feel like it's their fault and feel really guilty that this happened to their child. So being able to be in a space where people see them, hear them, understand them, that is incredibly powerful to heal. And we really believe that kids do best when the people that love them understand trauma.
I think one of the very first things we learned is that even though your child is a victim, they are not a fragile flower, right? The fragile flower syndrome that we had kind of created this bubble around our children or our child after we found out. But I think we were able to learn early on how to move the child from being the victim to a survivor.
I think kids having that intentional focus by parents and parents giving that gift to their kids, it's incredibly healing for them to feel like there are people who I do have safe and trusting relationships with. They care about me, they love me, and they're not going to hurt me. I have a lot of grace and empathy for parents because it is really a hard road to navigate, and I always talk about the goal isn't perfection, it's really about presence.
Learning that our child was a victim of abuse, of course, is almost your parents' worst nightmare, and we therapist shopped for a while and did a lot of skirting around the issue and never really felt that we got the tools that we needed until we came to Prevail. It's so empowering to know that you have an agency like Prevail that will follow you throughout the course of your child's recovery.
It takes so much courage to come to Prevail and meet with an advocate, one of our advocates, and bear their soul, their pain, their hurt, and want to heal.
So my definition of courage is showing up and being seen and not knowing what the outcome's gonna be. And I think that's what group's all about, right? Like, I'm gonna walk into the space, not know any of these people, and I'm gonna intentionally choose to share something and not know how that's gonna be received. And I think for a lot of survivors, that's really hard because sometimes when they were really brave and courageous to do that, they weren't met with empathy.
It enables us to take that experience and turn it into something positive and understand that that does not define us, and gives us the courage to continue to talk, continue to advocate, and recover from that. If it wasn't for Prevail, I wouldn't know where we would be today.